Imagine going to the Amazon to save an indigenous tribe and ending up on their dinner table. That is not a metaphor. That is the plot of Eli Roth's 2013 cannibal horror film, The Green Inferno. And I need to warn you right now, this video is going to get very, very ugly, because this movie does not pull a single punch. Our story begins at a university in New York City. Justine is a freshman who can't sleep because activists outside are hunger striking for the college janitor's health insurance. And I know what you're thinking. Where does cannibalism fit into a story about janitors? Give it 30 minutes. But first, let's meet Alejandro. He's the charismatic, manipulative leader of the activist group. And from the second he talks to Justine, you can smell the red flags.
Have you ever had fantasies of saving a dinosaur?
Alejandro's big idea is dead simple. A timber corporation has GPS located an uncontacted tribe in the Peruvian Amazon. They want the natural gas under the village. Their plan? Bulldoze the homes, kill the natives, erase them from history. Alejandro's counterplan? Fly a group of college students to the jungle and live stream the confrontation. His logic? Cameras are the only guns that matter, and honestly, he's not wrong about that part.
Villages. So they GPS the location, not making jokes.
Justine joins the group. Her dad, a UN lawyer, is horrified. Her roommate calls it insane. But Alejandro has a gift for making people feel like heroes. The problem is, Alejandro doesn't actually care about Justine. He admits her father's UN connection is what he wants. She's not a person to him. She's leverage. This movie plants that seed early, and it pays off in the most brutal way possible.
Jim is wrong.
Exactly.
I'll tell you how.
You okay?
The group flies into Peru on a tiny charter plane. Justine tells one of the other students she always feels like small planes are going to crash. The movie lets that line breathe. Then they take rickshaws through a Peruvian mountain town, jump on a boat, and head deep into the Amazon. The jungle footage here is genuinely stunning. Lush, ancient, and completely indifferent to the group of privileged college students floating through it. The protest itself is actually tense and well executed. The activists chain themselves to the bulldozers in high-visibility vests, live-streaming everything. When the private militia arrives with automatic weapons, Alejandro weaponizes Justine, screaming her father's UN connection into the camera while a gun is pressed to her head. It works. The militia backs down, the stream goes viral. For about 20 minutes they actually win, and then the plane ride home happens. Remember when Justine said she feels like small planes are going to crash? Yeah, the plane goes down hard, right in the middle of the jungle. When the smoke clears, half the group is already dead. The survivors are bloodied, stranded, with no GPS, no signal, and no idea where they are. This is the pivot point of the film. Everything before this was set up. Everything after this is nightmare. And then the tribe shows up. The exact same tribe they flew there to protect. They come out of the jungle in war canoes, faces painted blood red, carrying spears. The surviving activists are dragged through the mud and hauled into the village. And here's where Eli Roth makes his most disturbing directorial decision. The tribe isn't villainized. The film shoots them the way an anthropologist would. Tribal rituals, body paint, ceremonial structure. They're not monsters. They're just not what Disney promised you. I'm not going to describe this in graphic detail. YouTube would not be happy. But Jonah, the heavy-set student who everyone liked, is chosen first. The tribe performs what is clearly a ritual sacrifice. The other survivors, locked in a bamboo cage at the edge of the village, can hear everything. One of them says, "I can smell my friend being cooked." That line, that one line, it wrecked me.
Wait for what?
This scene is the philosophical gut punch of the entire film. Alejandro, sitting in a cage, people dying around him, casually admits the whole mission was a corporate PR stunt. A competing oil company paid for the trip to delay the first company from reaching the village. Carlos, their sponsor, was never a philanthropist. He was a fixer. Their viral protest was manufactured. The tribe they came to save is now eating them. Roth is asking a very uncomfortable question. What if performative activism is just as exploitative as the corporations it pretends to fight?
What are you talking about?
The survivors put together a plan. One of the guys had a bag of strong Peruvian weed. They hide it inside a body before it's taken. The tribe eats it. The whole village gets absolutely catastrophically high, and in the most genuinely darkly comedic moment of the film, one character, watching the tribe stumble around blissed out, says, "They have the munchies," right before realizing that means things are about to get much worse.
Okay, put the weed in.
And then Alejandro does something that made audiences want to burn the screen down. While the others are fighting to escape, he slips through the gate alone. He abandons everyone. His exact words, "Sorry, but I can't let them just eat me if I'm alone." This man organized a crusade to save innocent people. He is now literally leaving his friends to be eaten by cannibals to save himself.
I can't let them just eat.
Eli Roth understands that the real monster wasn't in the jungle.
Fucking kill you, man! I fucking kill you!
Justine's survival comes down to something deeply human. She has her grandmother's silver necklace, the one her father kept telling her not to forget. She offers it to the tribal elder through a child who seems to understand. It's not language, it's not negotiation, it's a gesture of recognition, one human to another. The tribe, which has been eating her friends, decides to let her go. Alejandro, who she could have helped, begs her not to leave him behind. She doesn't look back.
Kill me.
All the other students were killed.
After the rescue helicopter pulls Justine out, we cut to a formal investigation room, and here's the final twist. Justine lies. She tells the investigators that all the students died in the plane crash. She says the tribe found her, fed her, and guided her out. She says she never saw any violence. It's a calculated lie to protect the tribe from the civilization that was already hunting them. But there's something else in that line. Until the bulldozers showed up and slaughtered them like cattle, the tribe was already massacred while she was being debriefed. She protected a people that no longer existed. The Green Inferno is not a movie about cannibals. It's a movie about what happens when Western guilt tourism collides with a world that doesn't follow Western rules. Eli Roth made this film specifically to mock slacktivists, people who post, share, and march without understanding what they're actually marching into. Is it gratuitous? Absolutely. Is it also the sharpest satirical horror film of the 2010s? I think yeah. It is. If you can stomach it, and I mean that literally, it's worth every uncomfortable minute. The Green Inferno. Rated R, obviously.